Welcome back to the IBSP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
Canelo Alvarez now ready to fight David Benavidez. Look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And Jose Benavidez Sr., David Benavidez's father, has come out and stated that, Canelo Alvarez will now accept the fight against David Benavidez because David Benavidez did not look like a monster when he fought Alexander Volstik. He didn't look like a monster, and that's the moment that Canelo Alvarez was waiting for. His team was waiting for to now accept the fight. So now they're going to fight David Benavidez. Now they're going to accept the fight according to Jose Benavidez Sr., David Benavidez's father. Now, if this is true, this is a great thing, because this is the fight that everybody wants. But I'm going to be honest and unbiased. Jose Benavidez Sr. is talking out of his ass yet again. Because if you look at David Benavidez's resume, you see that he hasn't looked like a monster multiple times in the past. And the fight simply wasn't made. I mean, you got to go back. David Benavidez fought a common opponent in Caleb Plant, a guy who Canelo Alvarez knocked out. And yet David Benavidez couldn't even knock him out. He couldn't. They went the full 12-round distance, and Caleb Plant was schooling him early in the fight. So when you look at that, David Benavidez definitely did not look like a monster in that fight. We've also seen earlier in David Benavidez's career where he was dropped by a journeyman, and yet he didn't look like a monster then either. See, at the end of the day, if we're honest and unbiased, David Benavidez, he needs to push for the Canelo Alvarez fight. He needs to activate his mandatory, and he needs to force that fight to happen. Canelo Alvarez is the face of boxing, the cash cow. He can literally do whatever he wants, and that's a fight that we all want to see. That's a fight that I want to see, and let's get that fight to happen. But don't ever insinuate that Canelo Alvarez was afraid of David Benavidez and was waiting for him to look weak, when we've seen David Benavidez look weak time and time again. This man does not show that he's a monster. If he was a monster, he would have never got dropped by a journeyman. If he was a monster, he would have knocked out Caleb Plant. At the end of the day, that's how monsters roll. Don't ever question Canelo's resume, experience, or talent, because the man has literally fought the best.